You know, in the past, I think it was a mixture of the. No, in fact, it wasn't a mixture. A lot of things had to be done the old way, where documents were sent up and down. This time, is there very much any consideration for so-called private students? People who used to study outside of the system, maybe study from home. That used to be something. Is that still an
Yes,
option available now?
that private school issue is still not.
Private schooling.
Yes, it's not still included for now. It's
Eh,
not still included for now. I think with what I read and what the spokesperson gave yesterday, it's really actually for those students who are in tertiary institutions.
yes, yes.
So, you see, access to higher education, that is the main thing. But getting access to higher education, one needs to at least get that parameter with which those students are registered without any problems. So the aspect of maybe some people coming up, look, anything can happen in Nigeria. Sorry to use that word. But I pray this time around, there should be logical analysis, thorough analysis of any person that is going to register for this student loan.
Indeed, indeed. We can't afford not to get it right. It's been a long time coming,
Yes.
and now that it has arrived, it just has to be right. It's also commendable the way the management of Nelfund is going about this, because I was telling you that we had the chief executive on, I think, earlier in the week, and as you know, they have this blitz of what information, meeting with stakeholders, students, broadcast houses, journalism houses, teachers, lecturers, all guardians, parents, everybody. Because even though it is stated that a very simple and easy to fill form is going to be the basis of everything that is going to launch on the 24th, nevertheless, they want people to come around and familiarize themselves more with the concept by way of these open forums that are going to be all over the place. Again, the way we're going about this, it looks like the country actually is ready to accept this and is proud to be launching this kind of a thing.
Yes, yes. You see, it's a new idea. And in most cases, a new idea normally gets little here to here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact there is that anything that is worth doing at all is worth doing well. The president really wants to help the students to get access to funds. There is no two ways about it. If this aspect of this student loan is handled with care, a lot of students who are outside will have that zeal to go to school and learn. Because if you look at most of these traders, some of these young girls who are trading, hawking, and all those, they are now aware, some of them are aware
Yep.
that there is this fund. What we need to do is to sensitize the populace. Let them know you can go to school through this fund. At least 500,000 naira is just not something that can be thrown away. With 500,000 naira, you'll be able to get little accommodation for yourself, pay your school fees, buy textbooks, and take little care.
Well, especially the tuition is going to be completely paid.
Yes, and with that, nobody's harassing you anywhere. There is no reminder that you have so amount of money to pay. It's a laudable program. It's a way of letting the poor, even the poorest of the poor in the society, know that there is a way they can get access to higher education.
Indeed.
Like last week, I was at Mowe bus stop. I saw a young lady. She was just selling one little handkerchief along. So, but the way she speaks good English.
Okay.
The spoken English was really very good. So I called her and said, "Hello, young lady. Are you in school?" He said, "I would have loved to, but there is no money." I said, "No. This time around, there is student loan, which can make you to access higher education." She was very happy to hear that. And I told her, please be on the watch. Okay. Anytime it is out, do something. At least you have gotten your jump according to what you have said. When you are there, you'll be able to get little thing to help yourself. And majority of the people, honestly speaking, are not aware.
They're not aware
That is
yet.
where the National Orientation Agencies and the rest have to come up to sensitize the populace. Look, this thing is going on. It's not easy. Like in America, something like that, it does happen. But definitely, as it's happening to us right here, we should be happy about it. And everyone must put in his or her best to make sure this program succeeds.
Where do you see this taking us?
Oh, yeah, it's a very nice question. You see, with reference to late Seg Awolowo, with that, majority of people became educated. And right now, if you look at it completely, with this Bola Ahmed Tinubu initiative, definitely a lot of people who have not gotten anything, any money to further their education, they will be very happy to get this and go for it. It's 4 years driven. You know, first year in the university, second year, depending on any of the higher institution you are attending.
Yep.
So, you see, an enlightened nation is a progressive nation. Any person that refuses to educate his citizens is bound to create problems. The way the uneducated reason is different from the way the educated will reason. Their own, those who are not educated, believe that if we cannot have it this way, let's destroy it. But educated people will say, no, if this is this, can we adjust it? Can we amend this variable? Can we test this hypothesis to know whether this will work or not? A lot of changes will take place. One, the students will be able to focus on their lecture. No aspect of going to work outside or do night guard in the night, come back and attend classes. No. They will focus on their lecture because that 500,000 at least will be able to sustain them to a manageable level. So with that, you discover that a lot of concentration will be on academics. The students will be ready to do, they will be ready to do anything to make sure that the federal government money on them is not a waste. Their parents will equally monitor them. Please, this money is a loan. You will pay it back, whether anytime you graduate. Please don't waste it. It will create a lot of seriousness among the students.
Exactly.
And one thing, sir, you should know is that any government, any nation that refuses to train its citizens, they will end up breeding monsters. Education makes people to be able to think, rethink, and analyze. But when people are uneducated, you see the kind of action they will take will be very terrible. So it's going to help us because people will go into different disciplines, different aspects in school, in higher institution. Look at this vocational skill. There is a situation right now in Nigeria where graduates are going back to learn. Okay. Tailoring, hairdressing.
Okay.
Then if you start it from day one, if you cannot go to the conventional schools, the university or whatever, and you go for these vocational schools, entrepreneurship, you are better for it. It's going to create a lot of, in short, it's one of the benefits of dividends of democracy. Yes.
Indeed.